Hi guys, and welcome to It's a Heart Thing. My name is Cynthia, and today I want to talk about this statement. When a person shows you who they are, believe them. The law of polarity says that there's an opposite for everything. So if it's hot, then there's going to be a cold. If it's up, then there's going to be a down. If there's pain, then there's going to be comfort. So today I want to talk about the part of that law that deals with energy that doesn't elevate you. Instead of elevating, it demotes. So the first type of person or energy I want to talk about is someone who carries a mean spirit. And you've probably encountered people like that, where if it's a rainy day, instead of them saying, hey, the rain really is making everything grow and green and smell fresh and clean. And instead they tend to focus on it's raining, it's making my car filthy, it's getting my shoes wet, it's making my hair curl up. Everything that you might see as a positive, they're going to go with the negative. And not only do they have an outer view of the world as negative and see the bad instead of the good, even when communicating with other people, when they're amongst people who are having a wonderful time, they can be that one person that can drain the life out of the party. So you're having a wonderful time and they move into the circle, and all of a sudden everything goes flat. Everything out of their mouth is a negative statement. It's a negative comment about a particular person or a particular situation. That is a person who's showing you who they are. And you have a choice to remove yourself from that situation. Remove yourself from that energy. The next kind of person or energy that you can encounter is a person who never, ever takes responsibility for their own actions. If they go in and they create an accident, car accident, an accident where something breaks or spills, they will go in and say, yeah, but that person cut in front of me, and when they cut in front of me, it caused my car to swerve, and that's why I hit you. Or another situation, say there's a cup on the edge of the counter, and they pass by the counter and swing their arms and make the cup fall onto the ground and break. Instead of saying, wow, I made a mistake, my arm hit the cup and it broke, they will go in and say, whoever placed that cup on the edge of the counter should have not placed it there, and that's why I hit the cup and the cup fell on the ground. Never taking responsibility for their own actions. Always deflecting, always putting it on someone else. And here's the deal, life is too short to always allow someone to deflect and make you carry their load. You are not responsible for carrying the weight of the things that they did. It's a heavy burden to carry. You already have to carry your own load. And hopefully you know how to go in and lighten your load. But if you are also making yourself responsible for carrying someone else's load, then you're going to get some very, very weak shoulders. And you're going to have a lot of pain in life. Another kind of energy that you can encounter is a person who lacks integrity. And by that, I mean that they have no moral principles, not honest, not trustworthy. You can encounter people like this in your workplace, in your personal space. When a person comes into your life and they show you a certain type of behavior, they speak to you about how they hold up these high principles and ideals. And then at the same time, you watch them in action and you see that what they tell you, they do the opposite. They tell you that I am a person of honor and that I treat everyone fairly. But then they turn right around and you see them dishonor a person or even dishonor you. Or word get back to you that this person spoke badly of you to other people. And so you're witnessing them saying one thing, but doing another. And I always say to people, listen, but watch. Verbally, people can tell you what they believe or what they want you to believe, and they can have a very convincing way of going in and speaking. There are people who are great orators, but what I always tell you is to watch what they do. That's the nonverbal communication. There's an old saying that a person will forget what you said to them, but they will always remember how you made them feel. So when someone comes from integrity, then what they say to you will align with how they treat you, how they make you feel. If that's off, then the integrity is off. Another type of person that you may encounter is one that speaks to you in a condescending way. And by this I mean, when someone is condescending, they can speak words of kindness and being helpful, but at the same time, they're doing it with a level of superiority. So you can hear these kind words and they'll say, well, I was kind. What I said was not wrong. I was helpful. But at the same time, when they gave you those kind words or gave you those helpful words, they had an air of aloofness, this air of superiority. When a person shows you that, then by all means, believe them. Believe them. They don't see you in the same light as themselves. They see you as something that's beneath them. And so if they have to stand on you in order to elevate themselves, then you don't need that kind of person in your life. You don't need that kind of energy in your life. There are many lessons that you can gain from dealing with people like this. But the very first lesson that I want to let you know is that you are not here to change anyone. That is not your role. That person is here to move along their journey and learn whatever it is that they're supposed to learn. And when you go in and try to redirect that journey, then you're messing with their lesson. So step aside, allow them to learn whatever lesson it is that they're here to learn. You can't change them. I always tell people we're in our own vehicle, and I can drive my car, but I can't drive your car. The next thing that you can do and lesson you can learn is that you can listen to a person. Be open, listen. And I always call it that deep listening. Listen to what it is that they are going through. Have an open ear. Listen with an open heart. But the key is that when that listening starts to impede upon your personal peace, then pull back. You need to know when to pull away, when it is time to protect your personal peace. Not all energy that you encounter is energy that will help elevate you, that will help promote you. So when you get into a situation where that energy feels adverse to what it is that you're seeking, then walk away. Remove yourself from that space and that place. The next lesson is to only give solicited advice. Here's the deal. Not everybody that complains want to be given advice. Some people just want to complain. They just love hearing themselves complain and go through how bad things are and how they feel like someone has wronged them. And they don't need you to go in and try to redirect their thinking or tell them how to see things in a different way. That's not what they're seeking. What they're seeking is to just dump whatever it is that's going on in their world on you. And the thing is that when they're complaining and they're dumping, you have the choice to either hold what it is they're dumping and carry their load, or know when to walk away from it. Know when all they're seeking is to complain in order to dump it on you. Because you have your own load to carry in this world. And you trying to carry their load and your load, that's a little heavy. That's a lot of burden. So know when a person really is seeking advice or when they're just seeking to just dump whatever it is that they're carrying on you. And the last lesson that I always tell people and even remind myself is to know when to step away. Know when to remove yourself from a situation that is draining your energy. You have a choice. We all have a choice. And removing yourself from a situation that is toxic is not you not being a good friend. You being a good friend is saying that I know for a fact that if I stay here, then I can't be my best person. And if I can't be my best person, then I can't give you my best. So what I choose to do is to remove myself from this situation so that I can maintain my level of energy that can be supportive to you in the future. So always maintain your peace, even when it doesn't make the other person happy. Because once again, I believe in this theory that we all are in our own vehicles. I drive my car, you drive your car. We don't drive each other's cars. So I have to maintain my car as well as you maintain your car. Know when to drive away. Drive your car to another parking lot and chill. And not allow the other person's energy to mess up your engine. So I want to end this with the words of Nina Simone. And her quote is that you got to know when to leave the table when love is no longer being served. Some of us stay at the table a little bit too long, and we take whatever is on that table, and it's not sustaining us. But for some reason, we get trapped thinking we need to keep our seat at that table. You got to know when to push back, leave that table when love is no longer being served. So if any of these words that I am sharing here on my videos help you in any way, please by all means share my videos and subscribe. Once again, my name is Cynthia, and it's a Heart Thing. Hi guys, my name is Cynthia, and I created this channel, It's a Heart Thing, to share spiritual principles, life lessons, music, and poetry. My plan is to promote a new video every Monday. So if this is something that you find interesting, then please, by all means, share this video or all the videos that I've created with others and subscribe. Once again, I'm Cynthia, and it's a Heart Thing. Bye, guys.